Hello and welcome back to our Calculus 1 course. In this tutorial, I will explain how to construct a function, linear function, and how to construct an equation for this function. In previous video, we've been learned that the linear equation usually written in the form of mx plus b, where m is a slope and b is a y-intercept. And the graph of the line will look like that, where b is the y-intercept. And basically, what is this? This is just a point with coordinates 0b. The problem with this equation is that we have to know this point with coordinate 0b. Otherwise, we wouldn't know this b-intercept and we wouldn't be able to write equation of the line in this form. The question is how to find equation of a line if we know only 2 points, but somewhere there. For this, we use so-called general point-slope equation, which look like this. Y equal y1 plus m times x minus x1, where x1 and y1 are coordinates of one of these points. You can use actually any of these points. Let us do an example. Let us write an equation of the line which is passing through 2 points, 4 and -3, and 2 and 7. I will start first with what I know. I know that I have 2 points here, and I know that equation should look like that. So my first step is to plug in what I know in this equation. Well, I have y equal, and now I have coordinates x1 and y1, which I can pick any of this point. Let's say I pick point 2, 7. So my x1 coordinate is 2, and my y1 coordinate is 7. Now I started to plug in these coordinates for y1 and x1. So I have y1, which is 7, plus m times x minus x1, which is 2. Now, we look at this equation and we see that the slope is unknown. So the next step is to find the slope. And from previous video, we know that in order to find slope, we have to use the following formula. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. As you see, in order to find slope, we have to know 2 points. So I just plug in the coordinates of my given points. So I have x2 coordinate, which is 4, and y2 coordinate, which is -3. Let me plug it in. So we have y2, which is -3, minus y1, which is 7, divided by x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 2. If we compute, we obtain that the slope m is equal to -5. Now we are ready to plug in this slope into our equation in step 1. So the third step is basically plugging in everything. Y equal 7 plus -5 times x minus 2. Basically, this is a general point-slope equation, but we wanted to simplify it to make it look fancy. So if I open the brackets and I simplify, what I'm going to get? 7 minus 5x, and now I'm multiplying -5 and -2 will give me a positive sign, plus 10. So it's equal to -5x plus 17. As you see, we obtained equation y equal -5x plus 17, and it's exactly mx plus b form. So this is a short form of the linear equation. Put the application for the linear equation. In business, we have lots of applications for the linear equation. For example, the profit is equal to revenue minus cost. This relationship between profit, revenue, and cost is a linear relationship. On the other hand, if one of this function, let's say cost function, is given in terms of linear equation, let's say 2x plus 17, then we can recognize the slope at this equation, m, is equal to 2. What does a slope tells us? If it's a cost function, then x is a number of items produced, and 2 is a marginal cost, meaning that $2 we have to spend in order to produce one extra item. So you have to remember that slope is the marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal profit, or depreciation. Now it's your turn.